Hello, I'm back, and I'm streaming 14 Shadowbringers main story quest, and yeah, let's get into it. I take it they were suitably inspired. You caused quite a stir when you set forth as the Admiral's newly appointed envoy, Menphilia was delighted. The world is ever in need of heroes, she said. Gotta get back into reading. This land is our home, and it is we who must protect it, even if he didn't believe a word he was saying, and it's all part of some terrible scheme. It's hard not to take his message to heart. Honestly, don't listen to all the prattle about the life-changing importance of your words to impressionable young heroes. You could mutely in their general direction, and they'd still be inspired. Thou art returned, and at a most opportune time. We have but this moment concluded our account of all that came to pass in the deep. I was so deeply immersed in my research that I entirely failed to notice the star shower bugger. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings in Animesis and Yard do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must needs trust to Ystrola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to receive the ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court the public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you, safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have an empty to attend to, don't we? Alright, then I'll look forward to your return. Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as if it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course. We are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference, and I believe nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. Oh, and I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thy unstanding efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help? There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suit at the Pendants. One of those methods will work. It must. Of course, I don't wish to worry Lena. She has more than enough to worry about already. But I swear that I would return you all home. Alright, fine. I will henceforth endeavor to take breaks when appropriate, while Lena is watching. That was pretty good. Never fear, I too will continue to assist the Exarch to the best of my ability, and if that means casting the odd sleeping charm, so be it. Knowing not whether Elidibus or our ever-waning connection to the source representeth the more pressing problem, we must needs attend to both, and risk solving neither. I will accompany my brother, and make sure he doesn't get carried away. You will do as you're told and get some rest, both of you. Honestly, he's a danger to himself. If I were Lena, I think I would have hit him over the head with a blunt object by now. At least then he'd lie down. There's so much to be done and so little I can do to help, but you can count on me to play my part in the empty. Ought we to inform the citizens that the star shower was an illusion? Do you think? They might sleep better for the knowledge that no damage was done. It's a good point. There is sure to be no shortage of potential heroes upon whose good nature Elidibus will try to prevail. The trick will be in anticipating which settlement he'll direct his attentions towards next. Okay. A pleasure as always, Mistress Song. I am relieved to see you you were unharmed in the earlier commotion. Though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suit. Very good. Do let me know if there is anything you require. Mistress Sun, it's Gaylord from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Hey, that guy. What charming accommodations. I had come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. Then the sky caught fire and, well, you must know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend? Okay, that's cool. And I guess it's different for whatever role quests you do. That is alarming to say the least. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to explore their legacy, so... Yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Rek and Yo, and put an end to his shenanigans. Eager as ever, see. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You have no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. You're the better hunter, and the better person besides. I'm reminded of Rhonda Ray, though that's hardly a surprise, is it? For her sake, for all of theirs, show their pretender what it truly means to be a hero. Meanwhile, in the crystal tower resumed ridiculous.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all. Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Is he burning armor? What is... Or is he going through... Where is he?
The dream again.
Huh. Meanwhile, in the source.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
Ah, Mistress Sun, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care if so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand. Ah, yo, how very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them all as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky, and well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, so here I am. Thank you, Yo, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I should be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there was anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Okay. I beg your pardon, you wish to ask me about the Warriors of Light? Forgive me, but I dare say you already know more about them than any living soul, save for Arbert himself, of course. Unless you refer to the Warriors of Light more broadly. I was hoping for that, yes, actually. If so, I may yet be able to assist you in some small way. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up all the relevant texts. Pray join me at the earliest convenience. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, miss. I bid you a pleasant day. Yo, excellent timing. I have but this moment finish gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only the details that seem most relevant. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphina volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warrior of Light as well. May I join you? Of course, the more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of Brandic history, one would note the comparatively frequent reoccurrence of individuals hailed as warriors of light. Albert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. Excuse me. To name but a few, there was Tothwell, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodford and Solard, the fabled Dron and Gadget duo of Volbert. And no list of Randic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tuna of Ronka. In older texts, she too was called a warrior of light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for a hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used to not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. Well, this, my friends, is Norbert's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. It's the original Warrior of Light. That's cool. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a promised hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he become known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source, though the manner in which individuals have earned it are many and varied. Heroes have been honored thus since antiquity, nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. Okay, that's cool, so they actually explain why there's other players. That's cool. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Well, I think a name can mean a lot, Ring. And I imagine it would be terrible to have people call you something which didn't feel right. At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the Ephet, I doubt the Asians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light and by extension Heidelin with good must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no needs of that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah. Victory, are you alright? Ah, my precious stones. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too are Arkle, Errol. We're sorry, Master Morn. Aren't you? The Warrior of Darkness? My name's Victory, and I want to help everyone. Please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Setting aside our misgivings, it would seem churlish to discourage the young lady. Let's hear what she has to say. No harm done, to the children at least. Every child wants to become a warrior of light. The children's inquisitiveness is to be commended, but my precious tomes. We're sorry we knocked over the books. Do you remember me? When you returned from the sea with the Exarch, I asked you how you became so strong. Oh yeah. So I want to be a warrior of light, but no one that fights with a sword and all that. But not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the one, be the kind that fights with potions and heals people and carry. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium, no, in all of Nordvent. When I was told Arkle and Erwold this, they said the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treaties on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but esteemed warrior of darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Victoria to Sparakis, rather than through tomes. I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Cheragons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we finish here, so we'll come with you. I mean, I'll take cheesy over being a dick, so yeah. I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're going to be the rotten egg. I shall remain here and tidy up. I hope that today's lesson will be of some use to you. Jasmine's medicines work really well. I just wish they didn't taste so bad. After you finish helping Rick, Ray, can you help us become warriors of light too? No, probably not. Right, I'm here. What do I do? What do I do? It appears there aren't so many patients at the moment. I only pray that such peaceful days continue. A warrior who fights with potions, it's certainly innovative. I prefer a blade myself, but to each your own. See how her eyes shine, my friend? We have made her day. Asian machination or no, I wouldn't do to dash the dreams of one so young. The Exarch would feel the same, I believe. Well now, To what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, and the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and younglings like you who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our Churrigans may set forth and aid work in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I'm not afraid to work hard. I'll become the best apothecary ever, just for you. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, may I entrust you with the task? I have placed an order at Sweet Sive for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Oh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss. My, such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet Steve, speak with a woman named Rosine, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you. As the one who suggested the course to Victory, I would assist you in her first steps. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, not the same kind as Victory. So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Too many grown-ups would only diminish Victoria's sense of accomplishment. We'll stay here and talk to her friends. If it's to be had at Sweet Save, I assume the ingredient is some manner of prop. Thank you, sweetie. I feel better knowing that you're keeping an eye on Victoria Toy. We know you're busy, but we want to be just like you. We hope you'll teach us how. We won't move an elm until you return. Okay. roses. Here. I think. If I can jump down. Okay, yeah. Wait, aren't you? Yes, I thought so. Your son, correct? You've been keeping very busy if all the rumors are to be believed. Ministering wanderer as opposed to wandering minstrel. Nice. Why are you staring at me with such intensity? Pray tell me, have I said something to offend you? Judging by your cryptic comments, I gather I bear resemblance to someone you know, but I assure you that we have never met before, you and I. Don't believe me? Then let us be friends. The more you learn about me, the more you'll come to realize how different I am than this other me. I am a wanderer by trade, but a minstrel by heart, at heart. A keeper of tales, a singer of songs, a preserver of forgotten truths, yet in distance of my inherent nature. I have elected to remain here for a time and to compose new works. You being a traveling sinner, I'm sure you've seen your share of adventures. Such stories often serve as the best sort of inspiration. Perhaps I could persuade you to regale me with one or two. As a sinner of the world, you must surely have all manner of exciting experiences to share. I pray you regale me with your finest, that it may inspire me to write a song that shall echo in eternity. Okay, so this is how you get extremes. Okay. You've neither the time nor the inclination? A pity, but as you like. I will be here eager and waiting should you be willing and able to indulge me anon. Okay. You're right here. Alright, I'll see you again. Once I get through this main story quest. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness herself, may I assume you are with Master Alphinaud? Right, lest you wonder, Chestmail's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphinaud and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits of these vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's an undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. My apologies again for failing to have the grapes ready. Next time, please let us treat you to the pick of the crop. Are these small enough? Oh, that's not the voice for her. There you are. As it turns out, uh, the ingredient still wants for harvesting, so we are going about that now. Where's Alice? I love these people in this game, it's so nice. Oh, you're here too. We're picking little grapes, it's quite fun. Wow, you picked this many already. Amazing. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to the chest of meal? I can't wait to see what she's got going to do with them. Tell me, Rickway, what made you want to become an apotrophy and warrior of the light? Why? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up, and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary. I mean, she went around taking care of people, even when it's dangerous. I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. Then, not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling around the world helping people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. So out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Tyler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Victoria. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, though countless little acts of heroism like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man aided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And so he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvent has become a home to us and her own people, and her people our own. Let us return to Asparagus. It would do to keep your admirers waiting. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. That's very so close. Rick too was beaming with pride when she returned. It may only have been a simple task, but she won't soon forget this achievement. Huzzah, you're back. We're ready to start learning. Rick didn't make you drink one of her grass potions, did she? After chatting with Arkle and Errol here, we came to an agreement, but I'll let them explain their requests themselves. Victoria has delivered her grapes, as have I. Thanks for helping with the grapes, Warrior of Darkness. In return, I promise to brew you a potion one day. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may have to give Victoria a little taste. My thanks for bringing this lively little one to us. I shall do my best to make an apothecary out of her. Cool. Spells. There we go. Warriors of Darkness, if you finish helping Victoria, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting? We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Chestmail kindly furnished us with some lures for the baits. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes. Right, let's head out at once. Everyone follow me. Alize, wait, come on then, children. Be careful out there, yes. But if you can't be careful, you can always come back here. What, everyone's going outside to see you fight? I want to watch too. But no, I have to study. I'll stay here and help Chastame make the syrup. There you go, Victoy. I shall remain here with Victoy. The other children and I leave in your care. My unruly sister included. It should be safe enough for the children here. We've heard the tales, but at least we can see you fight with our own eyes. We've been waiting for you, Warrior of Darkness. Everyone's here. Good, let's get started, shall we? As their names suggest, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chestmail's lures, which works by exploiting their heart-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you are like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 for each of you and me. As proofs of our successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winners. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like a friendly competition to bring out the best in you. Anyway, while we hunt like bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Green. She's really strong too and will keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. Don't mind us, we'll be watching from a safe distance. So the bats under the eaves, it's important to know your enemy. I won't blink, not even once. Oh. I'm so happy I can fly. What are eaves? Alize might win. Near buildings, that's right, that's what it was. Near buildings. Okay, so I predict a tie, but Alice A might win because I fucked up on the first spat. Wow, that was amazing. The bats didn't stand a chance. Well fought, yo. The children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest, though I now know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure. Apologies for the wait. My fang's not bad hole if I do say so myself. 5, 6, 7, 7 fangs from Alize. Which means that the victory goes to Alize. You collected 6. Oh shit. I thought I collected 7. That sucks. Oh well. Ah, I bested yo. I did it. Another god's damn life. You didn't even try, did you? There I was taking it seriously. Spare me your pity next time, will you? No, you won't, Alize. So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? She's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like her. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Yo and trained hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were listening with everyone when Arbor appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect my people one day. Like Arbor said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkle? Me? To be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warriors of Darkness. We'll never forget it. I understand how our girl feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days of Amaranth's burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt, but lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now. Not to worry, I'll see you soon. As you ponder Alize's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Well,
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
on behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us, all that you might steer mankind in the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided. Wow.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Hmm.
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another. No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
I'm so glad I found you both at the X and the X arc. Fate seemed determined not to allow us to quit a moment, but come, let us have the details from Rean. The rest of our conversation must wait. Let us hear the situation from Rean. Okay. I wish there was a way to try them all on at once, but yeah. Right. It happened after Alize and I saw the children back to Asparagus. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was jumped in the middle of telling us where, and he was just in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Churigans are lurking after him now, with Alphinaud standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the Exarch told me where to lurk. I see, it cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Asparagus. Okay, I'm guessing it's down here. There we go. Alright. It appears our friend has already awakened. For that, at least we can be thankful. Green found you, then. We had to send the children off earlier than planned, but they understood. I fear this bodes ill, and not just for Thancred. Thancred, shouldn't you be resting? They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's ether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all of this happened without warning? Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Urianger nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, and you were when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. Alpha Node observed, I have no lingering injuries and most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short, we must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there has been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Rest terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, and you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Asians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. God knows I've been itching to get out of here for a while now. Mayhap Urianger too can be prevailed upon to join you in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Beck, Lug, and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care at all for Ring's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphanode and I will find Urianger. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, yo. I know you cross the rift all the time, but please take care. Lest you misunderstand, I'm not averse to putting my feet up. It's being cuddled like a brittle, bonded mandarin that chafes. I'm just curious. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's the same dialogue. Always gotta check for new dialogue. Yo, what excellent, I mean awful timing. You see, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Kryle's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a receptionist, and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there's no problems at this end. You better talk to Kryle. She's with the others in Dawn's respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? Dawn's respite is through that door. Lead the way when you're ready.
Excuse us. This way.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary, I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all. And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
As you probably noticed, we put them in the night clothes. I know they're not exactly asleep, but it seemed like the right thing to do. I made them some new clothes for when they wake up, so they have to come back, and they will. What news from the first? I see. Works on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in their ether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the primal vessel itself, spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allagan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and slit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. Right. Not as flashy, but it's nice to have a change of pace. Oh. You've come a long way, so do take ease while you can. That's a good idea. I'm actually gonna take a little break. Probably like a 20-minute break. I'll be right back.